Oh man, so has Putin set the final nail in the coffin, which suggests we could be falling back down towards 17,600 and potentially lower. We're going to be analyzing the Bitcoin price. We're also going to get an update on Celsius, because Celsius have just made a huge announcement, which again may shock crypto to the downside. We'll also get an update on our NEAR and COTI setups, which I shared with you yesterday. Guys, smash up the likes. Let's get straight into this video. As you can see, guys, here on a weekend, we've got low volumes. Very, very important, guys. On a weekend, be very, very careful with whatever trends you are seeing. They do not become fully validated until the volume comes in on Monday, okay? So be careful trading on the weekend. But if you want to buy any of these cryptos, long-term hold or a trade, you can do so using BYBIT or BitGet. Links in the description. Now, as you can see, Bitcoin is in this channel, right? It's in this channel where it's been bouncing up and down here. If I show you the levels it's doing it between these two green lines, so you can see that's pretty much between 18,700 and about 21,900, call it 22,000. And this channel is really, really important. If we can break to the upside of this channel, we could see a good move up towards 24,000 and then beyond. But the likelihood, as I've been sharing with you over the last kind of 36 to 48 hours, is that this is just another bearish continuation pattern where we're likely to break to the downside. So we have to hold our bias to this breaking to the downside. Now, that doesn't mean we can't finish rallying off to the line, but we do not turn bullish unless we get a break here and we start moving something like this. But the likelihood is we can see this and we can rotate to the downside. So these are really easy trade opportunities to trade these up to the top of the channel and equally down to the bottom of the channel. And these are really basic trading patterns which you guys can learn and start to trade. Now, if you're looking for a free cheat sheet, links in description, download that PDF cheat sheet. It's completely free, guys. And what you can do is I put all the common high probability trade patterns on there for you. You print it out, you keep it on your desk near your monitor, and you can look out for and start spotting ththese patterns really, really quickly. Inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle, bearish continuations, rising wedges. All of that are put into one cheat sheet for you guys, so you don't have to mess around looking for those patterns whenever you need them. Now, why am I thinking we're going to break to the downside? Well, we've got a few major catalysts which I want to share with you before coming back to the charts. And the first one is I want to look at Celsius. Now, Celsius have come out and acknowledged the $1.2 billion hole in their balance sheet. Now, we knew this was the case, right? They were coming out and they were making a little bit of progress, paying off their MakerDAO debt, getting their collateral back, doing the same on RV and Compound. But the reality is we heard from Sam Bankman-Fried that there was a hole in the balance sheet, and that is why he turned away from this opportunity. And now Celsius have come out, and it does not take a really smart accountant to understand that there is a huge debt here on the balance sheet. Let's take a look at that, guys. And as you can see, let's just zoom that out a little bit. There you go. So as you can see there, look at that. They have 5.5 here, 5.5 billion in liabilities and only 4.3 billion in assets. That is a deficit of 1.2 by my reading, and that is why there is a big trouble over at Celsius, which is why most holders are likely to see a haircut on any of their returns. So that is not a great update from Celsius. We also had Putin decide to ban digital payments in Russia, right? Vladimir Putin bans digital payments in Russia. Now, to be completely fair with this is not the first country to ban Bitcoin, and nobody really can ban Bitcoin, so we shouldn't be scared by this FUD, right? But the reality is, it's a good move from Putin. Putin has to do this. He's got no choice, right? With the whole world making it difficult for his ruble, he's got to go figure out a way to prop up his currency, right? So what is he going to do? He's going to ban digital payments for a bit. Now, is this a long-term indictment on Bitcoin? No, not at all. Once things are a bit more stabilized, he'll open that back up. And plus, those who really want to use crypto, like we've seen in every other jurisdiction that tried to ban crypto, continue to find a way to use crypto because ultimately they want to protect their assets. So just more FUD here, nothing major here to worry about, and it's not going to really affect the crypto price. Now, coming back to our chart pattern, what are we seeing here? We are in this bearish continuation pattern, okay? This is also known as a bear flag. And every single time we form this pattern, you can see we consolidate for a little bit, we fall to the downside. Now we're getting this consolidation. So all we now need to do is wait to see, are we going to get a rally up towards the top? Are we going to get rejected? And do we fall out from this pattern? I do not turn bullish if and until we can start getting through 24,000 and start working our way upwards, right? And if you see, if I come on over to the daily chart, let's just get a little bit of a cleaner chart here. And on this chart, if I show you on the daily EMA ribbon, look at this. We're running into resistance here on our daily EMA on Bitcoin, okay? So it'd be irresponsible of us to be super bullish here long term just yet. We can't be, right? You can be in that channel, which I shared with you on an hourly chart, 4-hourly chart. But looking at this day chart, you're running into an area of resistance. So don't be surprised if we start to get rejected in the next couple of days. Now, for that to change, for my bias to change to a slightly longer term bullish bias, we will need to close above this EMA ribbon. And that is why you can see that 24,000 level is going to be really important. We need to break out of the channel. Let's just come back to the other chart I was showing you. We need to break out of this green channel I showed you when we opened up this video. We need to head past 24,000 and then we can flip our daily EMA bullish, okay? So still more work to be done here on Bitcoin. Now, quick update on the charts which I shared with you yesterday. You've got Near Protocol here on the daily chart trying to get itself primed up for a really nice breakout here of its descending triangle. So you want to keep an eye on this. Can it break to the upside? Again, it's going to need Bitcoin to work with it, right? You want to see a green candle push through with good volume, another green candle come through, and then maybe you can take this as a long position up towards the top of the wedge. It's all going to depend on Bitcoin, so you want to wait to see, does Bitcoin get rejected, start falling to the downside? If so, we could be breaking to the downside here on Near Protocol. But either way, that decision is very imminent. We're expecting a big move shortly here on Near Protocol. We also provided the update yesterday for COTI, which had a really strong day yesterday after announcing their multi-dag 2.0 hard fork. Go watch my video from yesterday explaining what that is, but a really big catalyst for such a small market cap project and a lot of potential here on COTI. And even from a technical perspective, again, yesterday's candle was a nice breakout here, decent volume on announcement of the news, but unfortunately we haven't got our confirmation candle. Remember, after you get that first candle breaking out green with good volume, you want to see another green candle here, another daily green candle here, but we haven't got that. So I would want to wait for another green candle to open up before trying to get into a long position here on COTI and riding it up to your first price target here, and then at the top of the wedge at closer towards 17 cents on COTI. Hope you guys are staying safe out there on the weekend. Do spend some time away from the charts as well. Be careful making any trades on the weekend. It can be extremely volatile. But again, I continue to hold my bias towards the downside. I'm looking for another retest back towards that 17,600 level. I could be wrong. We could run from here, but I want to see us work towards 23 and then 24 before you start saying, okay, those bears are kind of weak right now. I'm not going to keep being fooled by this, where we have these consolidations, everybody gets excited because we pump up a little bit, and then the bears come back into play and push us down to a new lower low. So I need to be prepared for that so we do not get wrecked. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to smash up the like button and subscribe. Go watch the Near Protocol video and the COTI video here because there's some huge announcements which you guys need to be familiar with. So I'm going to link that up right here, and I'll see you in the next one.